Interesting and rare photos that will leave you amazed.
Snake wine is an alcoholic beverage primarily found in southern China and Southeast Asia, made by infusing a whole snake, often venomous like a cobra or viper, in rice wine or grain alcohol. It is believed in traditional Chinese medicine to have medicinal properties, such as treating rheumatoid arthritis and hair loss. This has been a practice way back to the Western Zhou dynasty in China. The winemakers make this by submerging a live snake in a jar of alcohol, sometimes with herbs and spices like ginseng and wolfberries added for flavor. The snake sits in the liquid for months to ferment. In some instances, the snake's blood and bile are mixed with alcohol for immediate consumption. Snake wine is considered a traditional medicine and is believed to have reinvigorating properties. It is often sold in markets and is a popular drink among men in Southeast Asia. However, it is illegal to import snake wine into some countries due to the presence of the snake. Health risks associated with snake wine include potential envenomation and vascular system problems. Despite the risks, some people continue to consume snake wine for its perceived health benefits and cultural significance.
This local tree found on the island of Socotra, Yemen, and often called the dragon blood tree, or Dracaena cinnabari, gets its name from the red sap produced during the cutting or damage caused to the tree's bark, which also protect itself from insects and disease. This tree also plays an important role, being an essential part in the ecosystem of Socotra. In addition, it is also widely used for medicinal, cosmetic, and construction purposes. This tree is iconic and distinct because of its unnatural appearance and the red resin extracted from the tree, often called dragon's blood. And these enormous trees are also big, with a size growing up to almost 15 meters, and also comes with an umbrella-shaped canopy in the middle, that is supported by a thick central trunk and multiple branches. Thousands of spectators took to the city streets to watch the show when it came to Liverpool on 2012. The place turned into a small scene for the huge dolls walking around the city, on the occasion of one of the biggest events in local history. These giants taking part in the event comprised of a little giant girl, measuring 9 meters, the giant uncle, measuring 15 meters, and the girl's dog named Zolo. These giant structures are constructed from poplar wood, lime wood and steel, and have eyes made from street lights and hair made from horsehair. The event is staged to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the RMS Titanic and was inspired by a letter written by a 10-year-old girl named May McMurray in 1912 to her father William, a bedroom steward on the Titanic who did not survive the sinking. The letter did not arrive until after the Titanic sailed, and was returned to the sender and is now on display at Liverpool's Maritime Museum. This plant seems to be from a sci-fi movie, but it's actually found in coastal areas of South America. The Copiapoa cinerea is one of the most admired species of cacti, with chalky white stems covered with wool at the apex, which contrasts well with its jet black spines. It is very solitary and with slowly offsetting, globular to columnar cactus. It is an extremely variable species with many forms, sometimes with long spines or others appear spineless. It usually grows in areas where only little ones grows. It's a very drought-tolerant species. Despite the lack of rain where it lives, the extreme aridity is attenuated by the frequent, often dense, coastal fogs. A collection of pencil shop in Tehran, Iran, is run by Muhammad Rafi, who has become a local legend since opening the store in 1990. The shop is filled with thousands of colored pencils, many of them rare or vintage. Despite the overwhelming selection, only Rafi himself knows the location of each pencil. His deep knowledge of the store's inventory allows him to quickly find the exact pencil a customer needs, a skill he's honed over decades of managing the shop. Today, his store remains a unique haven for artists in Tehran, known for its vast variety of pencils and personalized service. Recently, a team of researchers led by Rosa Lasapanara from the Institute of Methodologies for Environmental Analysis examined of the Puquillos, which is a series of aqueducts located 4 kilometers west of the city of Nazca, Peru. Built by the Nazca culture, there are about 40 such aqueducts in existence, and the Nazca use them all year round. This amazing structure called the Cantiloc Aqueducts just shows advanced the Nazca civilization was, and these spiral structures, called pukios, were part of a hydraulic system to retrieve and channel water, and these uniquely shaped holes allowed wind to blow into a series of underground canals, forcing water from underground aquifers into areas where it was most needed. The pukios were such a great construction that 30 of them continue to be utilized by farmers to this day. The Zubr class, also known as the Pomornik, is a class of Soviet-designed air-cushioned landing craft. This class of military hovercraft as of 2012 is the world's largest of its type with a standard full-load displacement of 555 tons. And also designed and used to sealift amphibious assault units such as Marines and tanks from equipped and non-equipped vessels to non-equipped shores, as well as to transport and plant naval mines. This landing craft has a cargo area of 400 square meters and a fuel capacity of 56 tons. It can carry 3 main battle tanks, or 10 armored vehicles with 230 troops, or 8 armored personnel carrying a total mass up to 115 tons, or 8 amphibious tanks or up to 500 troops, with 360 troops in the cargo compartment. To improve working conditions in the battle stations, troop compartments and living quarters are fitted with air conditioning and heating systems, sound and heat insulating coatings, and structures made of vibration-damping materials, and thus providing normal conditions for the crew to make meals and rest. A poisonous plant called the hemlock water dropwort that leaves its victims with a smile on their face at the time of death. Located on the island of Sardinia, the plant loosens facial muscles and causes facial paralysis when ingested. Scientists are now studying the plant in hopes that it will lead to the ultimate anti-aging cream. The plant is distantly related to parsnips and carrots, and its root has a pleasant taste, yet the entire plant is highly poisonous, capable of producing intoxication and then death. The plant's toxins can cause facial muscles to contract, researchers note, leaving an eerie smile frozen on the face of the corpse.